Okay, let's continue. So the learning process also be carried not only in the classroom, but also it will be done outside the classroom. So on the grass area, on the morning assembly area, through singing, music and movement, painting, art and craft, sensory play, gardening, cooking, pretend play, drama, and many interesting activities. So through this active and interactive learning, it creates a bonding between the teachers and also the children and a positive interaction. So now let's look into the classroom setting. So the classroom setting is set up with group tables. So since there are only 15 children in the classroom, so there are only 3 blue rectangular table with 15 high durable kids chair and 1 chair for the teacher. So 5 children share 1 table together. So the seating meets the children's basic needs of social interaction and also belonging. It is also easier for the teacher to monitor group by groups. For example, when focusing on handwriting activities for group A, the other 2 groups can be carrying out different activities. And then once the teacher finishes with the group A, she then can focus on group B and then she will go to the group C. So thus enabling more varied instructional strategies to be implemented. And also during the Quran recitations, the children recite the Quran with 3 tables joining together. So they combine the tables together. So from my observation, I see that the teacher will arrange the tables according to the situations and also the lessons. On certain activity, she will join the table all together. And sometimes she will separate the tables into 3 groups. Sometimes she will make a U shape and V shape, and there are also times where teacher just pushes the table towards the wall so that the classrooms become spacious and wider for floor activity. So I think the setting should not be static. The teachers need to be flexible in terms of looking at the children's need and lesson being planned so that the children feels that the teacher loves to make surprises and the activity is unpredictable yet enjoying. So far in the classroom, there's only 1 child with speech delay and another one who have a hearing impaired and he's wearing a cochlear implant. So these children will be located in front of the teacher or at the front row for every activity so that they can see the teachers clearer and reduce the distraction if they're sitting at the back. So at this moment, there's no handrails in the bathroom since the preschool does not have children with physical disabilities. However, it is good for the preschool if the school can prepare these facilities in case the school receive these children with physical disabilities future. Okay. Next, let's see what the difficulties. And also there are also many factors to be taken into considerations when we want to provide support for children with disabilities, such as we have to have adequate spacious areas, indoor and outdoor safety features, soft flooring and soft edges, adequate lighting, wide range of materials and activities, and also equipped with materials and resources that are needed. So some of the difficulties that is faced by special needs children in a typical learning environment and ways to adapt the current environment to become more inclusive towards special needs children. The first one is the ratio of students in the classroom and teachers. Usually in typical classrooms in Malaysia, the amount of students in each class is quite big. Usually it ranges around 15 to 20 students per classroom. However, if there is a special student in the classroom, according to the welfare of education, the child care operator or preschool operator needs to follow a certain ratio. For example, if there's 3 students with special needs, then they need 2 teachers, and usually it's the ideal number for children for the classroom is definitely a small number so that the teacher can focus on the children and also the other children in the classroom. However, the difficulties comes especially to the operators because they need to hire more teachers, and also they need to hire a teacher who has the expertise, and definitely this will raise the cost of operation. And if if let's say the operator wants to accept the children's, then probably they should charge higher so that they are able to bear the cost. Alright, second one is a trained teacher versus untrained teachers. So to handle children with special needs is not easy. Some of them have sensory issues, behavior issues, and also physical limitations and need extra care. So not all operators have the financial ability to send all their staffs for a proper training. So hence sometimes teachers struggle to manage the students, and it impacts the whole classroom as well. To overcome these issues, operators should save some amount for training and call upon professionals to center to educate, to share knowledge and guide teachers on handling children with special needs. So who are the professionals that we can call? We can ask speech therapists, occupational therapists, physiotherapists, psychologists, or early childhood trainer, and many more. So with continuous learning, they know the strategies, they know the behavior, they know what is antecedent behavior and consequences, they know the techniques, so it's easier for the teachers to handle the children. Next is the suitable facilities. As you know that the facilities and all the materials is quite expensive, so not all operators can afford to buy all the facilities, but we can actually make a DIY learning materials, which is using all the used items, so that it will make the cost lesser. Okay. Next will be the emotional factors. Some other difficulty faced by children with special needs is also the social acceptance by the peers and even from the other peers, parents and family. So some children are being teased, being bullied, being ignored, being left behind. So to overcome these issues, teachers need to give moral supports to the children at the preschool, encourages them to treat other people nicely, teach them with positive attitudes and positive peer relationship, as well as educating other parents to accept these children as they also a part of us. Okay, so the benefits of inclusive environment for all children. So according to all the researchers suggest that children who have multiple interaction with peers and adults throughout the early childhood, they will show a marked improvement across multiple areas of development. So children with disabilities who are included in a high quality classroom with their typically developing peers also stand up to reap positive gains across developmental domains. So means there are many benefits of the inclusions. So as a conclusion, we can see that classroom design, classroom procedure, classroom setting, and also developing inclusive environment for all children is some of the few important considerations to be looked into when we as a childhood education operator plan or design the preschool that we want to open. And for parents, when choosing the best preschool for your children, please look at all these factors before entering your child into any preschool. So we need to provide and choose a quality education environment for our children so that through this environment they can develop holistically. So let's expose our children with positive environment for their future and benefits. So quality environments yield quality results. So thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.